So Tiger Ambush, go ahead and grab yourself some of this cool merchandise. It will be linked in the description or the comment section. Thank you for the support and enjoy the video. Alright, what's up you guys? It is the Tiger Master 360XC and welcome to our speed draw, I guess. So today we're going to be working on potentially a new series. It really does depend on what you guys think, I guess the response to this and all that type of stuff. But if you couldn't already tell, I am drawing two girls from Howard University, aka the Black Harvard. So basically I wanted to do like a HBCU series. I might redo this because I would rather take more attributes from the college itself and make a character based off of that. But you know, ain't nothing wrong with just drawing some cheerleaders, I guess. But if I were to do this again, I would be a lot more creative in my drawing process. I would be a lot more creative with just the overall character design and not be so influenced by a reference. But you know, this is my first time really trying to do something like this, so I think I did my best, honestly. So essentially, like I said, I'm just drawing two cheerleaders. I was trying to be creative when it came to like the eyes and make them like an H. I'm not really a big fan of the way that I draw eyes on characters, because I've been trying to work on my kawaii, my cute chibi-ish style. And I don't know, personally, I haven't really achieved the oh yeah, I totally like this level. I feel like I'm still experimenting. I feel like I'm still like just trying to master this style because I wanted to do something more cutesy, more girl related. I feel like I always draw shonen, but I am a big shonen fan. I am definitely more of a shonen styled artist, but you know, I gotta experiment a little bit. I kind of wanted to do a lot more girl characters, so that's the whole point of this. But if you guys do like at least the concept and idea of me drawing HBCU inspired artworks, let me know in the comments and I will draw another college. I do have a college in mind, but like if nobody says anything, like if I post this and it goes into the graveyard, no, what's it called, the shadow realm. But if it literally flops and there's no comments, which I'm hoping isn't the case, but I have a college already in mind. But if you guys have a college, even if it's just one person suggests an HBCU, I will draw it next. It might not be directly the next video because it's going to take me some time to get it done, but it will be the next HBCU I do. So let me know in the comments. I also wanted to integrate some stories because like, okay, when it does come to making videos, like I get to hear and just talk about artwork and stuff like that, I can, and talk about my drawing processes and this and that. But maybe I would do that if it was multiple different artworks, but this is literally just one drawing and it's pretty straightforward drawing. There's nothing like, oh, I did this to her hair to represent that, or I drew her skirt this way to represent this. No, I literally just drew two cheerleaders. There's nothing special about it. Nothing, no deep breakdown. So In the meantime, I wanted to go ahead and read some stories off of Reddit. This is Ask Reddit, okay? And it says, what's your craziest story from college? So let's look at the first one. This is from Brock effing Samson. What type of name is that? Okay, first, so this is what they said. They went to an epic costume party at Providence College. 4 guys were dressed as Ninja Turtles, and later on a girl they did not know showed up dressed as April O'Neil. Wow. They proceeded to follow her everywhere, bringing her beers, defending her honor, and asking her to order pizzas, which she eventually did. Did anyone see the Ninja Turtles movie? I'm just curious, like, how do y'all feel about Ninja Turtles being revamped over and over again? Like, I don't know. It just seems so repetitive. I don't know. I have to actually like do my little research to see if they brought out like some new ideas and, you know, got really creative with the Ninja Turtles kind of like franchise. But, you know, it's one of those things like Legend of Zelda, Mario with Nintendo. It's just not going to die. It's just going to keep being revamped. Or what, like Scooby-Doo with Hanna-Barbera. Is it Hanna-Barbera or Hanna-Barbera? Y'all gotta let me... I could be saying something completely wrong. Anyway, look, she ordered them pizzas, okay? So later, a guy dressed up as Shredder shows up. What the heck? They proceed to have a totally unscripted mock battle in the kitchen that gets out of hand very quickly. Tables, cabinets, and chairs are broken. All characters involved promptly vacate the scene, and the people who drew the party are just left confused as H. Amazing. One of my favorite memories from college. Well, one of the few memories of college, but my favorite. Dang. College can be pretty forgetful, especially if you go to a college that really don't have no events like that. That's how my college was. This is the next one. This is Ufa Bird, okay? I was in art class. I'm just looking at the tops. Actually, look. Let me get a good top one. This one got like 541. Okay, so no, let's not read that one. Okay, let's do Overbird, I guess. I was in an art class at a state university in the Midwest, assigned to do a perspective drawing of the interior of a building. Wow, that's really intense. Geez, that's a lot of details now. What if it's like a modern building? You know how modern buildings, they look like literal blocks. You look like a literal block. Like, y'all remember how McDonald's used to look versus McDonald's now? Like, everything that is quote unquote modern looks so bland and so like lowly in comparison. And we're just talking about like maybe what, a 10-year difference with like the McDonald's, maybe a little bit more. But if you go back even further and you look at the way that we had like I think a good example, good easy example for everybody to visualize, like cathedrals. Y'all see the architecture on cathedrals? Or like if you go to like older places, let's say you go to Brussels, Belgium, y'all have seen the architecture in some of these like European cities. It's insane. And then when you go to America, there used to be buildings that had that type of architecture, but people are literally breaking that down. So it would be, I'm curious to know if like he was just drawing like a regular modern building, or was it like a more intricate building? Anyway, they said that they were assigned to do a perspective drawing of the interior of a building. I chose a crowded study room near the library. Oh, LOL, that answers my question. Found an open seat set to work. Within a few minutes, I began to get questioned by a young man who was very, very proud of his physique. What the heck? Could you draw me? I have only 5% body fat. Would you like to draw me in the nude sometimes? What the heck? He was persistent pest, and it took a long time to get him to leave. Another student, a young woman, had taken notice of the guy's odd pickup lines, and she came over later to comment about how ridiculous it all was. Was that a pickup line? Y'all, they wouldn't have been able to pick me up nothing, because I would have just flew over my head. I would have, because like I definitely would have been, I would have been in total art mode. Like, you want me to draw you? I would never have thought that they were trying to show off their body to me. You know, like it's like a joke. They might have even been serious. They might have just been like, yeah, like I'm hot or something. Like, y'all, see, this is why this is why all I did was just study all the time, because if anybody was really trying to pick me up, it wouldn't have worked like that. I would have just been sitting there. Like, I don't even think guys are really even trying to hit on me in no high school and college anyway, because if they did, they didn't make it obvious at all for me, and it just flew over my head. Like, y'all gotta make it obvious, but it don't matter no more. But I'm just saying, like, because I have a partner now, but I'm just saying, like, that little like pickup line, quote unquote, would have just literally just flew over my head. Like, you talk about some 5% body fat, I would have been like, yo, this dude is a creep. I would have never thought he was trying to hit on me. I would have just thought he was like some creepy dude coming up like so anyway, the rest of the story says, it turned into a great conversation. She asked me my name. She looked surprised when I told her. I asked her what her name was. I was surprised. Turns out we had been good friends as kids until our family moved out of state and we lost touch. We grew up and started to become friends again in our new location without recognizing each other. Oh, that's so cute. That is so cute, yo. I've tried to reach out to some of my friends when I was like little, like I'm talking about like elementary school, and we've maybe had like one or two conversations, and it just dropped. One or two conversations. I actually had a friend that was in the area that I was friends with from way back in 4th grade, I want to say. And like, we just never could meet up. We just could never meet up. That's like tends to be the thing. Like, I'll be like, hey, let's meet up. Let's do this. And it just drops. And I just be like, oh, I guess they didn't want to talk to me. I guess I'm too weird. Maybe I came on too weird. I was like talking about like, what was I talking about? I don't know. It was like very basic stuff, you know, like just to reintroduce each other. We were talking about like where we graduated from college and what we plan on doing. You know, I invited her to like the skating rink or something. That didn't work out, and then we talked some more, and it was like that was it. That was the end of the conversation. It was like, oh, Alexi, I guess. You just be like, I guess. Y'all, man, I don't know if I'm just like very socially awkward. Like, do people think I'm really like weird? You ever just get that in your head? You're like, man, I must be a weirdo to people, because like I be like trying to talk to people and they just look at me like, I guess I'm too quirky. Is that it, y'all? Like, I'm too quirky. But I don't want to hang out with you anyway if you're not quirky either. I'm too cool for that, okay? I'm like the coolest quirky girl ever. LOL, I'm just joking, but I'm being dead serious. I must be like way too awkward, because like every time I try to talk to someone who's like around my age, like they just don't want to deal with me. I think it's just because the case, like, I don't know. I'm not, and then when I go on their Instagram, like, you know, that's how everybody does it. Like, you share your information, you share like your TikTok, you share like your Instagram, and it's like, we have totally different interests. So I'm being more realistic now. I'm not joking anymore. But I think a lot of time when I do meet people, we're just different people. And we just don't click like that because we really don't have nothing in common. So congrats to them for being able to reconnect and be friends, because that's some hard work to reconnect with people, especially when you haven't talked to each other in a long time. Like, people grow apart, so it's good that they grew back together. But what I find, and like, whenever you're in school, such as like what, just regular school, like high school or whatever, and then college, you tend to be able to become friends a bit easier with people, in my opinion, than outside of college, because you all are put in a setting where y'all have something in common and y'all have something y'all can talk about. But those friends that you have when you're in college, it's harder to keep up with them, and it's harder to maintain that same level of closeness outside of college, because you realize that, oh, we're not doing the same thing anymore. We don't have the same major, we don't have the same classes. Like, you realize that a lot, or like, y'all don't do the same thing that y'all were doing in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't go to the same place, y'all don't go out to hang out at the same area. Like, the differences in y'all's personality is amplified outside of college, because there's no longer like this central hub that connects all of y'all together. So like, all you college students, this is from someone who's graduated. Look for that friend that y'all truly have something in common outside of school and outside of college. If y'all cannot talk on a deeper level outside of something that has to do with school, then more than likely y'all's friendship will not last. And also take note of the differences when it comes to like their beliefs, because when you're in college, in high school or whatever, it's easier to get past those type of differences, because you always have something to still talk about that's similar. Y'all might be in the same band class, y'all might be in the same orchestra class, y'all might be in the same biochemistry, I don't know, psychology. I'm just listing some classes. Y'all might be in the same class. That always is going to connect y'all to that central thing. But when you get outside of class and they're doing stuff that you don't really agree with, like times 10, I'm not talking about like being petty. Like, you're always got disagreements with people. One of my friends that I've talked to and been friends with since like high school, and she's probably like the only person I still talk to from high school. Like, we have serious differences, but we're still able to talk to each other because we have an established friendship outside of just school. You know what I'm saying? We're still able to be friends. So like, you need to search and find that one friend and hang out with them outside of school. Hang out with them and talk to them and do stuff, so that you can actually get to know them and recognize, don't push under the rug y'all's serious, moral, ethical, religious, I don't know, there's always like some type of deal breaker that you and other person may have that will be amplified outside of college. So take note of that. So anyway, I hope I made sense with my little college advice, because that's some real life stuff. And when you accept the fact that a lot of your friends that you were cool with was only because y'all were in a college setting, not because y'all had like this deep connection, like y'all never talked about y'all's actual life with each other, like y'all never talked about family, y'all never talked about what y'all actually are like. If y'all never did that, y'all never got beyond the surface, y'all's friendship ain't gonna last. And it's not that you hate them or anything, or they hate you, or they dislike you and this and that. It's just that y'all never really had this foundation to begin with. So anyway, that's my little advice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to drop in the comments which HBCU you would like for me to do next. And also, if you have any crazy college stories you would like for me to read in the next HBCU video, let me know in the comments. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye. That kind of give information. One girl had posted, I don't know if it's a girl or not. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this person, my bad, because I really don't know their gender. So let me just say this person had posted about how someone had made a whole coloring book